Good afternoon and welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Mark and I'm going to take you for a walk around our 2012 HSV GTS. The colour is called chlorophyll, so a really attractive colour, even though we're getting light rain at the moment. When it's in the sunshine, really impressive. At the front of our car, we've got the distinctive chrome above the grille. We've got daytime running lamps just in the bottom of our front bar and driving lights directly below that. As you can see by the paintwork, in immaculate order, this car. And as we come around to the driver's side of the car, a few things to point out. We've got the factory alloy wheels, the HSV wheels, brand new tyres all round on this car, distinctive red HSV calipers. We also do have the GTS badging down the bottom of our front guard, and then colour-coded exterior mirrors and door handles. Has been fully tinted, the windows of this car, and as you can see as we scan down the side of the car, not a scratch on the paintwork. After we've filmed the video of this particular car, it is heading inside to our new car showroom. Apart from a couple of minor little scuffs on our alloy wheels, presents in really good order. And the consistency continues as we come around to the rear of the car. Factory spoiler, we've got colour-coded reverse sensors, is also fitted with reverse camera, which we'll just highlight that a little bit later. And then all the distinctive HSV badging through the back of the boot lid. Once again, not a scratch to be seen. And as we move around to the passenger side of the car, extremely consistent in the level of quality. The only thing that will detract from this car coming down the passenger side is that we do have a few scratches on our alloy wheels where it's probably rubbed up against a gutter at some stage of its life. But if they're the only cosmetic things I can pick on the car, it's fairly impressive. A minor little mark just on our outer mirror there. We'll get our detailers to probably get that sorted for us anyway. So the overall exterior condition of this car is in really good order. Into the front of the car now, being a 2012, it's the LS3, so 6.2 litre motor is going to push out 317 kilowatts of power, 550 newton metres of torque, but still deliver really good fuel economy. 13.5 litres combined per 100 Ks, so considering the power output this car's got, that's still really good fuel economy. Also individual build numbers on all of the HSVs, and this particular car build number 1436. So back around to the rear of the car now, have a little bit of a look at the sort of size storage area we've got. As you can see, ample room to store whatever we need to in the back. Got all of our factory carpets here as well, which will pop back inside the car when we get it into the showroom. And then underneath our cover, full-size spare wheel, and really good tread on the spare tyre as well. So here we are inside the GTS now. We'll run through all of the features of the car and just pay attention to how well this car presents inside also. On our steering wheel, which is height and reach adjustable, so it is telescopic, you can see through the gap there. We've got auto headlights, cruise control on our indicator stalk there, leather wrap steering wheel of course. Simply push that lever back up into position to lock it away. On our right hand side here we've got volume control. This is also our Bluetooth button to receive and end phone calls. Our navigation button just on the bottom here as well. Being a 2012, this car does also have electronic driver interface. I'll talk about that shortly. On our left hand side here, our audio control to change either from radio to CD to music streaming, which this car does have through our phones once the Bluetooth is hooked up, and then our trip computer here as well. Only done 94,000 Ks this car, and part of the reason it's going into the showroom is because of its condition as well. And just a knob on our left, to the left of that, which is just to change between stations or tracks on our music. Moving into the centre section now, a few dials up the top here. We've got the battery charge rate. We've also got oil temperature, and these are all illuminated at night time, and it is important to know that when you're looking at one of these cars, make sure they work, because you can't change the globes in them if they're blown. As I mentioned earlier, it does have navigation there, which we can do whatever we need to. Also electronic driver interface, so we've got bimodal exhaust, which we can change, feeds us our information as far as performance of the car. air intake manifold temperature, gives us a fuel economy readout as well. That's basically a stopwatch for track mode. If you've got the opportunity to take it to a racetrack, we can actually do lap times, etc. And then also just does give us stability control, G-force info, dynamics of the car. So certainly got it all at our fingertips. Down below that, our master controls for our stereo, and then all of our controls for our dual zone climate control, air conditioning and heating obviously as well. 6-speed manual gearbox, traction control button there at the front. A really tight clutch and gearbox setup in this car, so the 6-speed manual coupled with your 317 kilowatts, you can't go wrong. Just behind that, we've got a button to change the ride of the car, so from a normal mode to track mode. We'll indicate that up on your dashboard as well. All of our controls for our power mirrors and windows here as well. As I mentioned earlier, just have a look at how well this car presents. Cup holders there, and then inside here we've got auxiliary inputs, another 12-volt outlet there also. Now we'll scan around the interior of the car, paying close attention to the fact that full leather interior in the GTS. You've got the big bolsters on the seats as well, so they're one of the most comfortable cars that you will sit in. All of our factory carpets are like new. As you saw from earlier, we've got all the factory car mats as well. Does have 6 airbags, this car, so 5-star ANCAP safety rating. Also important to note that we do have roof mount DVD player there as well, which is all operational, so pop the kids in the back and put a DVD on for them, away you go. The only other thing we will touch on is of course the service history of this car. So basically from new, we look at the service intervals. Barry Burke initially for the 15k, did the 29k. So every 15,000k interval it's been carried out, and it looks like it's been at Barry Burke's its whole life. So you know that every service interval has been carried out as per the handbook. So they're really good books. So in summary, a really impressive example of a 2012 HSV GTS. Earlier in the video, I robbed us of 8 kilowatts. It does actually give us 325 kilowatts of power, this particular model, confusing it with the one I'm driving at the moment. A lot of motorcar. Give us a call on 99070555 and we'll be able to assist you further.